Can you hear me? I think we're live. Let me know if you can hear me in the chat. I've got a lot of new equipment going on right now, so I need to hear from you if you can hear me. If you're joining the replay, I've got timestamps down below so you can skip all of this intro stuff, but if you're here with me live, I would like to know if you can hear me in the chat and where you're watching from. It looks like my camera might be a little bit lagging, but my face is good. Let's see if we can fix that. I wonder what we can do here. Okay, let me know where you're watching from. I want to hear from you in the comments before we get started. I am hoping I can get my camera to not be so slow. I just called to my husband to help me because he's the one who knows what to do. We've got Washington, Texas, Arizona, awesome. I am in Illinois, Chicago suburbs, like almost in Wisconsin, got New York City. The camera's very, very slow. Do you think you could play with the settings a little bit? My face is fine, but the camera, my Tumbler's slow. I'm live, so I wouldn't stand there. Okay, so while I hopefully can get the camera up and running, does it look like, I'm moving my Tumbler right now. Does it look like frozen? I just want to hear from you. I've got a 20-ounce skinny tumbler from Makerflow, and I have a template that I have linked down in the description box, but I'm only going to have it live for the next couple hours. So if you want to get that, you'll want to do that after we are done. I'm going to be using the glitter glue, and I'm going to be using red and black glitter. Okay, yeah. Black screen, hopefully it will be up and running soon, and it'll hopefully be working better. But I'm going to use red and black for the plaid portion of this template. I wanted to do like different cool colors, but I don't know, I'm just like, I just feel like I have to do the red and the black. I don't know why, I just feel the need to. If you guys have any suggestions about what other colors might look good, or if you've done a plaid with other color combinations, I want to hear from you in the comments what your favorite plaid color combination is. I'm going to go with the classic buffalo plaid today. It's not working? I am going to use the CrystaLac Glitter Glue for this demonstration. If you wanted to use Mod Podge, you can. This is obviously just way better quality, and you just need to make sure that you let your Mod Podge dry like a couple days. It just needs a long time to dry. I am also going to attempt to tint the glue, if you can't hear me. Let me know in the comments if you can hear my voice and see my face at least, because I think I can just make this work in a minute. I'm going to tint the glue with the red and black pigments because I'm going to do this on a bare stainless steel cup, which is fine because the glue adheres to a stainless steel cup that's designed to do that. If you're going to use Mod Podge or another adhesive, you really need a base coat to put down. I hope you get your glitter glue soon, you guys. There's a couple more days to enter the giveaway. I'm giving away some glitter glue, so I don't think I linked that yet, but I will link it right after I get off with you guys if you want to try it for a chance to win the glue. Okay, so yeah, okay, I'm gonna bear with me for 1 second. I'm gonna try to turn this camera that's on my face down on my project. We're gonna see if this works, okay? And hope that it doesn't fall. Let me get it in the right position, hopefully. This is what I get, you guys. I'm trying to like use fancy equipment, and I just think I gotta stick with the basics. Okay, can we flip it around at all? Or should I just flip the camera? So the giveaway is, all you have to do is go watch the video. I posted a couple videos ago. It's my Vlogmas video. And there's a link to click to enter. And you got to do a good deed for somebody else. It's very easy to enter. It's just a couple more days. I'll put it in the description of this video when we're done. Okay? It's fine. So, let's get into it. This template is cut. I used my silhouette, but you could totally cut it on your Cricut, no problem. And I already put my transfer tape on top, just so I could make sure this tutorial wasn't like 1,000 years long. I use this Frisco Craft from Amazon. I don't know if they sell it elsewhere, but I always get mine on Amazon. And I'm using removable vinyl. So I cut this on my silhouette, and I already put the transfer tape on it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to, oh, of course I forgot my tape. Because I'm going to tape this to the cup, and I'm going to show you how I apply it. Yeah. Thank you. Okay, so I'm just using masking tape. You can use any tape that you want. So I am going to put this on like where I want it to be. Okay, so I made this template myself. It took me a really long time. Like, I don't even want to tell you how long this took me. Like 8 hours of my life it took me to make this. So I'm going to get it to where I want it as best as I can. And I'm going to tape it in temporary place, okay? So anyway, I'm trying to use, I have a DSLR camera, like a nice camera, you know, that I bought a couple years ago. And I'm trying to make it work to use for these videos so like I could get much better quality, and I'm just bound to just use my phone. And I do have this template for download. The link is in the description of this live. So I'm going to tape this on top, and I'm going to tape this on the bottom. But I'm only going to have it available for the next couple hours. So once, you don't need to go right now. I'm going to leave it up for a couple hours after this live is over, and you're just going to have to put in your email, and it's completely free, but I'm only going to keep it on for those of you who are watching right now, and if you go right after this. Anyway, so, but I am going to preface this template, like, it may not be the most perfect it's specifically it's specifically fit for the Maker Flow 20-ounce skinny. It might work on like like a different brand or whatever, but it's specifically formulated for this Maker Flow skinny. And if it's not 100% perfect, I would really like to know about it. I spent, like, seriously, I'm talking like 8 hours of my life trying to make it work. And it's good enough, like, for me personally, but I want to hear it if you guys try it, what you think of it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to peel back the backing, just in a little spot. And I'm going to cut this backing off. And if you guys use the template and make something and you post it, tag me. I want to see your creations. I am Allison Crafts on Instagram or on TikTok. I don't have a Facebook page. Okay, so now I have this cut. I'm just going to get it on my tumbler, just with my fingers. I'm going to get this stuck. And I wouldn't worry too much about like any bubbles or anything. Like, we're going to take this vinyl off, and if it's not 100% perfect, like, it's okay, I think. I mean, okay, so now this is stuck. I'm going to take the tape off. And let me know as we go along if you have questions, or, I don't know, it doesn't have to be necessarily about this project, but questions at all in general. Okay, so I'm going to take the tape off. And then I'm going to add it to the rest of the tumbler. And I'm going to peel back the backing and just get it, like, pull it away and get it on the tumbler at the same time. I'm going to use my squeegee tool to help stick it down as I go. Can you guys see this? And my vinyl doesn't want to come off. Okay, so I'm just going slow so I can make sure, I'm trying to like avoid like huge bubbles if possible. Oh, there's a big one. I'm going to try this again. Okay. Okay, and we're going to hope that I did an okay job. It's all right. It's not 100% perfect, but I think I did okay. Good enough. Good enough. I mean, we're going to take it off and we're going to glitter it like a teeny tiny like millimeter off. Like, you're not going to be able to notice, in my professional opinion, if you trust it. So I'm just using my squeegee tool just to get it stuck, because I have to pull out my transfer tape. And this is removable vinyl, so it's not quite as sticky as the permanent stuff. What is everybody up to today? I honestly haven't done all that much so far today. As far as acrylic blanks go, I like to sand, because when I first started using CrystaLac on my acrylic blanks, I had some peel that I didn't sand. Now, those had glitter on them. I would say I would sand if there's glitter. I would sand that side because there's glitter behind it, so it's okay if... I'm having some trouble, guys. I'm sorry. It's okay if, like, there's some, like, scratch marks, you know, because it's covered with glitter. But if I didn't have glitter on the other side, I probably wouldn't sand under the vinyl. I might sand around it, like, just on the edges. Okay. I am going to peel back my transfer tape now. I don't know why it seems so sticky at the moment, but it might help to stick it to your pants first to make it a little less sticky. Six minutes was too long. Yeah, okay, so you either could try to use more glue or just cut down your wait time. Like, it's just such a big variable, you know, based on your environment, like the temperature and the humidity, like that all goes into it. That's why the tack-it method is so hard to, like, give an exact time. Okay, stencil vinyl. Okay, so I have stencil vinyl. And I guess for this particular tumbler, it would be fine, I guess. I don't know. I've had a lot of bleeding issues with the stencil vinyl. So that's why I don't recommend it. But if it works for you, by all means, you should definitely do it. Ooh. Oh, okay, got it. There we go. Okay, so it's probably hard for you to see in the camera, but it looks frozen. What are you doing? Okay. Well, it's frozen again. Can you hear me, or is it just frozen for the video? Let me know. I'm really sorry. I'm going to add in the chat. I'm so sorry, everyone. Okay, so you can hear me, but just the video. Okay, well, I'm just going to chat with what I'm going to do next, and hopefully it works. Can you open YouTube? Should I turn off the camera? Oh my. Okay. So I am going to use red and black. And when you do red, like a buffalo plaid, it has a specific pattern. So I would look up what you want that pattern to look like before you commit. So I actually practiced yesterday to make sure I would have the right pattern on the tumbler that I think you can see now. And I marked like which one is going to be black, and then I know which one's going to be red, and which one's going to be the blend. So I would definitely look at a picture of what type of plaid you want to do, and don't go into this blind because you don't want to mess it up. So it looks better now. Don't touch anything. Sorry, everyone. My husband's helping me. Okay, so, and you have to decide like where you want the black, where you want the red, where you can first start. So I just decided that I was going to start at this bottom little triangle, and I am going to lay my black glitter first. And I don't think it matters, you know, which one you do first. I personally, if you're going to do a dark color and a light color, I like to do the dark color first. Because if I get black on my red, it's going to be a lot more noticeable than putting red on my black, if that makes sense. Okay, so of course now my weeding tool is missing in action. I'm going to go get it. Okay, Connie, right, well, that was kind of funny. He's probably embarrassed. So I'm going to remove where I'm going to put my black spot. So again, this is removable vinyl, so it'll just come right off. And the way the buffalo plaid works is you want basically every other square to be matching colors. And you want to do that vertically and horizontally. So I'm going to remove all of them at once. And then I'm just going to glitter a couple at a time. So anyway, I'm trying to like upgrade my camera. I just use my phone and it like totally works fine. I just, I'm trying it out, and then I got this new microphone, so I'm hoping you can hear me better, or at least if you can hear me fine, it's easier for me to move around with my wireless microphone. So one of these days, you guys, we'll have a live stream where there isn't a lot of tech issues. That's my goal with these. Eventually, I'm going to get it right. Okay, so I think I got all of them. So again, there are these little triangles on the edges, and you still want to glitter those. So these are all going to be solid black. I don't know how this is going to work out. I'm going to be completely honest with you. I've never tried it. I generally like to have a base coat that is the matching of my glitter, because I always tried to have just one coat of glitter, always. But since I'm doing this on bare stainless steel, I'm going to attempt this whole tinting of the glue thing. I did that on the first live I did with this glue, so I think it's going to help. We're going to see. So I'm just going to pour some glue. I don't think I need very much, and I definitely don't want to waste it, right? So I'm just going to put a little bit, and I can always make more. And for the black, I'm going to use the Concentrated Pigments number 8. And you want to make sure that you shake these up really well. So I am going to do, like I said, the black and the red, but you could do this with any color combination that you want. So let me know in the comments if you have the glitter glue. Do you have it? Are you waiting for it? Or are you going to wait maybe a little bit longer before you get it? Okay, I'm just going to do a couple drops. And I'm going to stir it. In here. Oh man, just got it on my shirt. Oh well, this shirt's a goner. Okay, so my glue, I'm just going to take a second to tell you, is a little clumpy, and that's okay. It just means that your glue needs to be shaken a little bit better. Hopefully they get it in sooner rather than later for you all, I hope. I really like it. I do recommend it. Okay, so I'm just going to stir this a little bit more because of the little clumps that I got in there via transport, but it'll become liquid again. No worries if yours kind of looks clumpy. Just shake it and stir it if you need to. Okay. Kind of bummed about this shirt I just ruined. Oh well. Okay. So, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to do like a couple at a time. I'm not going to do all of these at once because I don't want the glue to dry too fast. I am using a black holographic. This one's from Painted Valley Designs. It's fine, but you want to make sure that you research your black glitters before you use them, because I mean, whether you're using the CrystaLac products like I do, or if you have epoxy, like whatever, black can be challenging because it looks like tar. So a holographic is good. There's the one from Walmart that people recommend. Let me know in the comments if you guys have a black that you like, because I want to try another one. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just paint on this glue. You don't need a whole lot, but you want to make sure that you get it fully covered. I'm going to do just 2 at a time. Let's try 2 at a time. I'm not sure tinting it black is making a difference, but oh well. Sorry guys. The Texas oil, I'll have to try that one. Okay, and then I'm just going to add the glitter. Coverage looks good. I'm just going to tap it off. I am not worried about painting over the lines. I'm going to remove the vinyl, so it should come off no problem. I will say with the glue, I have a striped tumbler that I did with the glue, and it turned out nice. I'm having more trouble with my smaller brushes, like getting an even, like level coat versus the big one. I don't know why. It could be just the quality of my brush. So I'm still sort of trying to figure that out. I'm going to remove these in a couple minutes, so you'll see how we'll see how it looks. We'll figure that out together, guys. Okay, so I'm going to move to these two. The order really doesn't matter. I think the trick might just be like not using too much glue in a small area, but you know, we're all learning this together. So I am using glitter glue. This glitter glue I tinted with the CrystaLac pigments to make it black, because I'm doing this on a bare stainless steel tumbler. I'm going to say right now I don't know that that's necessary. Although you can always base coat the tumbler. Like I could paint these squares black first, which might be something you want to do. It just takes more time, so I don't know. I'm seeing a little spot right here that didn't get covered, so I'm just going to try to add a little more glue. I don't know. We're going to see. Okay, almost done with the black. And then just a reminder, the glue needs 2 hours to dry. It does dry in 2 hours. So it's quick, but you don't want to rush the process, because that's important. I could totally use black gloss as well. You can use that to base coat it, or you could use it, really you could use it to adhere your glitter, but it takes longer to dry. So I'm using the glitter glue. But again, I don't know, the tinting of it is, the verdict's still out for that on my end. Those of you who are new to tumblers, if you're going to use glitter, make sure that you catch your glitter on a piece of paper so you can save it. And I have a lot of extra glue, so I just did more than I needed. Okay, so that's that. I'm going to clean up. I'm just going to try to tap off as much as I can and salvage all this glitter. That's important. And I'm going to get a fresh paper to do my red so I don't contaminate them. And then I don't know if, honestly, I don't know if it matters. I am going to do my, I don't know, should I do the red part or the mixed part? But now I'm doubting myself on what this buffalo plaid is supposed to look like. I should have printed out the picture. Okay, so let me just, on my phone, you guys, this is so funny. I am Googling buffalo plaid just to be sure. The buffalo plaid, okay, black. Okay, I think I'm just gonna do the red next. So the red is gonna go diagonal to the black is what I'm remembering. Okay, so I'm going to tint the glue. Again, I'm just gonna do it because I already kind of committed to this, but I don't know how I feel about it. I do think I would prefer to have a base coat of the color that I'm using, like either quick paint or using black gloss or red gloss. I just like it better that way. And it could be this glitter. I'm definitely not in love with this black or this red that I use, so that could be part of the problem as well. I don't use them a lot, so I haven't bought a new one. It could be that I haven't mixed my glue enough yet, but, you know, whatever. We'll see. If you guys don't already, give me a follow on Instagram because I think I'm going to update my progress there. I'm not going to finish this cup in one sitting completely, and I would like to give you guys updates. And if you're using the glitter glue, you really want to have some water nearby. It does dry really hard and you don't want to keep it on your brush. Oh, and you know what? One of the things that they recommend is to have a damp brush, and I did not get the brush damp for this, so maybe I will try that for the red, and we'll see if that makes it any better. Okay, so let me make sure I get this right. Okay, this right here is black, so diagonal is going to be red. Okay, let me move this. Let's make sure I can get this. And it came off super clean. And then another diagonal will be this one. And then, okay, here's the other thing. So I'm right now moving on to the red. We will see. We'll have to determine if we think that sealing first would be better. I'm not going to do that, but like if you are worried about contamination, you may want to put a coat of the glitter glue on top before you move on to the next color. It's really up to you. Like, I'm not going to, and this cup is going to be for me, so like I'm not concerned about it, but you'll kind of just have to decide. Okay, and then there's this little triangle right here. Hopefully you guys can see it. That is a diagonal one. But the edges are perfectly clean. they do have to be careful, you know, to like not touch the glitter. So I think if I were doing this like not live and not for myself, I would probably wait 2 hours, seal the black glitter, and then move on. But I don't know. You just have to decide. Okay. I think I'm just this one. Okay, does that look right, you guys? Does that look right for the red? I think so. I think so. Okay. Got a little black glitter on this while I was doing that. No big deal. Okay, so I'm going to move on to the red. Again, if you're just hopping on, I'm using the glitter glue with the red CrystaLac pigments. The red I'm using is Laser Cherry Red from Sass & Crafts, which is fine. I think I prefer like a 0.008, and this is a 0.15. I think that's why I'm not in love with it. Also, the black I'm using is a 0.008, and I think the other reason I don't like it is because I'm mixing the two, but that's okay. All right, so I'm just going to add some glue. Okay, this looks better than the black did. I think it's because, well, I think the damp brush is necessary. And I think because I gave my glue another shake, just needs to be shaken up really well. See, like, can you guys see that? That looks a lot better than the black did. Okay. Whoops. And it looks smoother on this cup too. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and say if you can get your brush a little bit damp, that is a good idea. I don't know why I forgot about that, but I did. I don't want to put on too much glue. I don't want it to like pool up anywhere, but you want to make sure that you have enough to get good coverage. I should have wiped this as well. Like, I should have wiped off the black glitter from these other two that I did not do. Oh well. But you guys, if you make it, you can learn from my mistakes. Okay, this is too big, this container, so I'm going to pour some glitter in this cup to make my life a little easier. I'm going to need more than that. So, you guys, next Sunday, I'm going to go live again as part of my pretend Vlogmas. I don't know if any other YouTubers you follow are doing Vlogmas. I don't necessarily vlog. I've been trying to push out some extra videos, and these lives are sort of part of that. I think I kind of want to make it a regular thing once December's over. If you guys like it, let me know if you guys like it in the comments. Did I miss a tiny red one? I don't think so. Maybe. We'll see. Anyway, I'm going to go live next weekend. And let me know if there's anything you want me to see. next weekend, live that I could do. So the thing about acrylic paint is that it does not have the bonding agents to adhere to stainless steel. It's just not how it's designed, so no, you cannot. If you had a primer down first, like if you put a primer paint down like Universal White and then you painted acrylic paint over it, you could, as long as you make sure that you let it dry fully. And it takes a long time to dry, so you just have to be careful. So if there's anything next weekend you want me to do in particular, I haven't figured out what I'm going to do yet, so let me know. Oops. This one doesn't look so good. I'm going to see if I can fix it. You guys see it? It doesn't look great. I'm going to try to add a little more glue. Okay, I'm messing this one up. Okay, that's okay. That's fine. The thing about it, too, is I can always go over this with a second coat of glitter, which I obviously won't do while we're sitting here, but I'm going to have to see what it looks like when we're done. And after I flatten it. That looks better. Okay. Pamela, this vinyl template I made myself, and I have a link in the description of this video that you guys can get it for free for the next couple hours, and then it's not going to be available anymore. So you just have to put in your email, and it should take you to a page to download it. If for some reason it doesn't work, please let me know. But I tested it, so I'm hoping it does. But then again, I test these live streams and my technology, and then those still seem to not work. Okay. All right, so right now, doesn't it just look like a 5-year-old did it? I mean, obviously that vinyl's going to come off, but glitter glue question. Sorry, I'm trying to read. Okay, so the thing about the glitter glue is we are all still learning here, and we're still learning. It's very new, so I think it's sort of like you kind of have to figure out what's best for you. I would say minimal is better, because you don't want it to be clumpy. It helps to have a damp brush, which I did not do for the black, and the red went on a lot better, so I definitely recommend that. And then yeah, I lost my train of thought. Okay, so the next thing we need to do is add the mix. I'm going to mix up in just this little cup here. I'm going to be honest with you, I don't know what the standard is. I think some people do 50-50. I think some people sort of just mix it until they're happy, which is sort of what I'm about to do. the last time I did a plaid, I did not like what I came up with, but hopefully this one I can make a little bit better. You want it to be a mix. I mean, if you've seen a buffalo plaid, I think the buffalo plaid, like the mix is a little more like darker, you know? Like, I feel like the darker color definitely shows through. And maybe that's just the nature of how colors work, but let's see what this looks like. I'm going to get a new piece of paper and just see. Okay, what do we think? Do we think that's a good mix? Is that acceptable? I think so. Let me know what you guys think. I do know I'm making a huge mess right now. Cardstock. Yeah, I could do something with cardstock. That would be fun. Gotta figure out what I kind of want to do. I have one. I've been thinking about doing one. I'm going to figure that out. Okay, what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. Are we good with this mix? Should I keep going? While I wait for your approval, I'm going to remove the remaining vinyl. Before I do that, hang on. Hang tight. Okay. I am going to, I don't know about this. So, like I said before, if it were me, like not doing this live, I would very, very much consider sealing all of this glitter before I moved on. It's fine. I don't think it's that big of a deal. I am going to take this parchment paper and just tap down the glitter. I don't know if this is a good idea or a horrible idea. We're going to see. Okay? Because I want to like get it all nice and stuck before I move on. I am going to smush this officially flatten this in like an hour. Once the glue has dried, about an hour is a good time to press it down, but like with my chunkies, I press it down right away and I press it down after an hour, so I don't know. This could be a disaster, but it seems to be fine. Not much is coming off here, so that's good. Okay, I'm just going to tap off a little bit more, and I'm going to start removing my remaining vinyl. So I do have a couple little triangles hiding over here, so these will probably be a little more tricky. Wish I had my tweezers. So, and I also think probably next time I would do the mixed color, but whatever, it's fine. I don't do a whole lot of plaids, if I'm being completely honest with you all. Okay, so those of you, I think most of you have been here this whole time. However, if you're just joining, I'm doing this plaid, I'm using glitter glue, doing the classic buffalo plaid. Okay, the lines are very, very sharp. Very clean edges. Ooh, I did miss one. Somebody told me I missed one, and I totally did. You're right. Right here. Okay, pause. fast. Gotta do this red guy. Okay, so we think maybe cardstock next week. Do we want it to be a tumbler? Do we want to do something besides a tumbler? Do we want... What are we thinking? I can do tumblers. I like tumblers, obviously. Okay, let's continue on. Again, I just feel like not sealing it, you just have to be, there's like a little bit of an extra layer of being careful with not bumping your glitter. If it was sealed already, I feel like you just have to worry a little bit less. Taking a while, that's for sure. So if you're making these for other people or if you're gonna sell them, like keep that in mind, because this is not, I mean, I could be moving faster, like if I wasn't talking to you guys, it would be a little faster, but it's definitely more time consuming than just like a regular glitter tumbler. That's for sure. Okay, so I kind of... Okay, tumblers next weekend. Totally fine. We can do that. I like them, too. And again, those of you who don't have the glitter glue, you can still do tumblers like this. You can use Bright Tone. You don't have to use Mod Podge either. I don't think I mentioned that earlier. I have done plaids and stripes and stuff with just using Bright Tone. That works as well, just as if you were going to glitter any other tumbler. So you don't have to have the glitter glue. Although I do recommend it, but I know it's, you know, a lot of you are going to have to wait to get it. But that's okay. You can still use your Bright Tone. You could use Mod Podge. I don't know that I would use the E6000. It's a little runny, and I think doing something like this would be a little harder, but you could try. Danielle, I have been, okay, you guys, I just looked it up. I have been using CrystaLac for over a year. I started fall of last year, like maybe October of last year. My YouTube channel is officially like 1 year old as of like last week. So that's kind of exciting. I'm glad you're here with me. I'm hoping to bring you guys good videos this upcoming year. Okay, so I think it's looking really good. What do you guys think? I wasn't sure about just the stainless base, but I think it's going well. Okay, so I am going to continue with my red glue, hoping that I have enough to do these. Now, the little triangles are going to be a little harder, but there's only 2 of those. Okay, Brittany, I have not used double-sided tape personally, but a lot of people do use it, and a lot of people use it successfully. I bought some, I just haven't used it. Okay, I'm just going to do this one real fast. Okay, I'm going to do the other side. Smaller brush probably would be helpful here. Cool. I think it's doing fine. If you're going to do one yourself, I would I don't know why I chose this, but I was just feeling doing red first. I think definitely, well, I don't know what definitely, I would do the mixed first. So I would do your dark color, then your mix, and then your light color. Because you don't have to do the red and the black. I mean, there's so many plaid combinations. I just wanted to do it. And then I have to decide what I'm going to do. I'm not going to do it in this sitting, but I'm going to do with the rest of the tumbler. I am sort of like maybe thinking like wood grain, maybe not. Maybe just like a chunky gold I think would be pretty, but I don't know. Or cheetah print could be cool too. It's not like my personal favorite, but I think they look cool. All right, I think that's looking good. All right, I'll try not to take forever, you guys. I know it's like 2:30 already. And my kids are gonna wake up soon, so, you know. Okay, I'm gonna just get my brush a little damp again. The damp brush, you don't want it to be like soaking wet by any means. It's too runny that way, but having it damp just helps it spread better. All right, I want to hear from you guys. Are you guys working on any handmade gifts for Christmas, if you celebrate Christmas, or if you're celebrating Hanukkah currently or whatever, if you don't celebrate, if you do gifts, let me know if you guys are doing anything handmade. Are you making tumblers? Are you making other things? Where are you at in that? I'm curious. I am hand making a couple things. So every year, I do this to myself, but every year I like decide last minute, like, oh, I have to make this for so-and-so. Like, oh my gosh, my mom, my sister, blah, 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 whoever. And then, like, last minute, I'm, like, scrambling to finish their gifts. Like, every year, I swear to you, you guys. Does anybody else do that? Let me know. And this year, I'm not hand making too many things. I made some of the like koozies that hold like the White Claws for both my sisters-in-law, but those are already done. Like I made those a while ago, thankfully. I just put some like heat transfer vinyl on a couple like makeup bags for my sisters-in-law and my sister, my brother's girlfriend, just to have something for them. But that was easy, right? Just like throwing HTV on something. But last year I made everybody a CrystaLac cup, and I was like, took forever. Because I was new, and I just always wait to the last minute. I'm a very big procrastinator. So let me know if you're making anything. Ooh, cocoa bombs. I made some of those just like for fun with my mom the other day. Goat's milk soap. Ooh, that sounds nice. I don't know how to make soap. I do have a question for you, Pamela. If you're making soap and you're putting colors on it, like people use mica powder, right? Like, is it the same mica powder that you would use for tumbler making? Or is it different? Oh no. Just messed that up. Got it with my finger. I'll fix it. I'll fix it later. You guys see, look, I just messed it up. Home roasting coffee. Now that sounds phenomenal. I love coffee. I don't know anything about home roasting coffee, but it sounds like your house probably smells good. Makeup grade micas. Got it. That's pretty cool. All right, guys. Whew, this is taking forever. The good news is by the time I finish these last ones, the black will be just about dry. At least dry enough to press it down with a little more force. Alright, I'm gonna try to move a little faster. So, what do you guys think though? I need some input on the rest of the cup. So this has the V-split, so like there's the border with the V right outside this plaid. I need that to be something, and then I need the whole rest of the cup to be something. What do you guys think? What would you do? If this was your cup, what would you do? Like, I could do a white here. Like, white would be cute. I don't think I want to do red or black. Okay, I'm almost there. Almost there. I'm going to say it again if you guys are just joining in or didn't say it before. I really think that the brush quality is going to make a difference, especially if you're doing something like this or a striped tumbler. This, I don't even know. I just bought some new ones because when I did my striped tumbler, I felt like I did not get great coverage, and I think it was partly because of the brush I was using. Like, part of it is that it was like my first time using the glue too. Like, I think it has a little bit of, you know, learning a little bit that goes along with it, just because it's a new medium, you know, like it's new. Wood grain, white winter scene. Ooh, that's a good idea. Oh, Regina the Rhinestone Tumbler, how are you doing on that? Those take a long time. They're so cute though. Okay, to modify this SVG, I'm not 100% sure. I'm going to be completely honest with you. You will want to measure your tumbler for sure. So, in something like this, it doesn't necessarily have to be like fully and completely exact, in my opinion. But for now, that template is just for the 20-ounce skinny, and I hope that I can get it fitted for other tumblers in the future, but I didn't have time. So this template, you guys, again, it's in the description. It will be free for the next couple hours. So when we're done here, just put in your email. I guarantee you likely will not get an email again from me, and it might, for like probably ever. I don't got time for that. But then you can just download it. It is specifically made to fit this MakerFlow 20-ounce skinny. Okay, so I think it's decent. There's a couple little corners that I'm not loving right now, but I'm hoping I can either fix it, or since it's my tumbler, I'm not 100% sure that I will go through the effort. Really quick, so I nicked this spot with my finger. I'm gonna try to fix it really fast. Put a little red on it. Okay, so what do you guys think? I think it turned out pretty good. I'm going to let this dry for 2 hours. I am going to spray, I don't know how I'm going to seal it yet, so I'm either going to, these are going to be my two options. I'm either going to kind of seal them like individually, like with this small brush, just like brush on some glitter glue to all the red spaces and then all the black space, you know, do it individually. I might try to spray it. I have not tried to spray the glitter glue yet. In my experience with the glue, it doesn't move that much. I did a what's it called, leopard print, and I know Connie, you did a bunch. I didn't feel like my glitter was really moving, so we'll see how it turns out. If you guys want to give me a follow on Instagram, and if you're in our Facebook group, I will keep you posted on how this turned out. I think if I were going to sell this like to a customer, I might do a second coat of glitter, because I don't know if you guys can see, but some of these like corners of the squares don't look great. Like, good enough, like totally good enough. And from afar, you probably wouldn't even be able to tell. But I'm going to let this dry for 2 hours. I am going to then put glitter glue on top of it, like I said, either individually, or I'm not 100% sure what I'm going to do yet. And then I'm going to smush it down with some parchment paper. I think that I'm still deciding. I think like a chunky gold would look really pretty. I'm like digging the wood grain idea, but like white would be pretty. I'm really not sure yet, so we'll see. Oh, foam brush would be really cool. We're gonna have to see how it works. So anyway, and before I forget, before I actually spray seal it, I am going to brush off some of this excess glitter. Like there's some like extra totally on here. Get it all off before I seal it. And I'm hoping it looks okay. We're gonna see. So anyway, If you have any suggestions, any other suggestions, help me decide what I'm going to do with the rest of this cup. So what I'll do is I'll just peel away the vinyl and do the next part of the cup. If I do a wood grain, I'll have to base coat it. I really am feeling the wood grain idea on this section, and then maybe I'll do like a chunky gold would be pretty, a white would be pretty. I'm not 100% sure. So anyway, thank you so much, you guys, for coming on. I'm going to go live again next weekend, same time. Maybe do some cardstock. Maybe I'll do like a split cardstock where there's just cardstock on some of it. Maybe I'll do some glitter. And yeah, let me know if there's anything else you want to see. If you want, again, if you want the free template, it's an SVG fit specifically for the Maker Flow tumbler, 20-ounce skinny. You can click the link in the description, and I'll have that stay there for, I don't know, probably till tonight, and then I'm going to take it down just so you guys have that bonus of being live with me today. So, as always, I'm always available via, I'm on Facebook in the Facebook groups, I'm on Instagram if you have any questions, and I'm on TikTok, you know, if that's your thing. So, I will keep you posted. I think I'll keep the process post. I'll do some in my stories on Instagram, so if you want to see how that goes, hopefully I'll see you there. All right, until next time, I will hopefully see you all next weekend.